Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we've got a leak of the Tesla Model 3 refresh. We've got some features. A lot of this we've been predicting for a little bit while. So let's take a look at everything that was essentially spotted on a brand new Model 3, and I guess we'll talk about when this potentially could be coming out to the US as well. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to check out our deal checklist, where you can save thousands off of your brand new Tesla, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. The first 50 people that use promo code YouTube get 40% off, so definitely check it out. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. So if you've been waiting for a Model 3 refresh, we've got a leak of the different features that have been submitted to the Tesla certification for in the Model 3 in Europe. And we've got a nice feature list. I mean, the first thing should be no surprise is that the front bumper camera has been spotted, and we should easily be seeing this in the US. I mean, we can already see that Model 3 Performances already have like a front bumper camera cover, and so this could be pretty shortly that we could get it as well. Will we get it in the next few days or weeks? I don't actually think so. Here's what the interior looks like. It doesn't seem like it's much big differences from here, but we do see a turn stock here right on the left side as well. Certification approval confirms Tesla will launch an updated Model 3 in Europe with a front bumper camera and turn signal stock instead of the steering wheel controls. It seems like, Tesla has listened to the feedback, and they brought back the stock, which is unfortunate because I actually don't really like the stock. I actually like just swiping up and down or using the turn signals on the steering wheel, but I guess I get it. I'm maybe not the majority here, and so certainly it just makes it's more usable for people that are more used to traditional vehicles and everything. This Model 3 is already on sale in China. It also confirmed that Giga Berlin built Model Y long-range all-wheel drive will become equipped with the 82 kilowatt LG 5M battery. And so really cool to see. I mean, I can't wait for the Model 3 refresh. I mean, the slight refresh is not even like I don't even know if we could call this a refresh. It's more than though like a mini refresh, mid-cycle refresh with the different features there. I guess the biggest one is going to be the front bumper camera, because at the moment, if you think about it, the Tesla Model 3 is the only Tesla vehicle that does not have a front bumper camera on the lineup. And so do I think this is going to be coming out before the end of the $7,500 federal tax credit? Definitely not. I think Tesla doesn't really want to change anything up that would harm end of quarter deliveries, because you got to remember, it is also the end of the quarter right now. And so I don't think they want to mess with anything, because think about it. If it was spotted somewhere that one new Model 3 had a front bumper camera, then a lot of people would be pushing off their deliveries, or at least trying to push off deliveries until they could get the front bumper camera. And so $7,500 EV electric vehicle tax credit ends September 30th. You essentially have 2 weeks at the end of this right now. And of course, if you're curious on what the current offers are, Tesla has a full page and list and everything that is built out here. You also have a few days for the lease payments as well, which Model 3 is $299 a month. For the rear-wheel drive, it goes up a little bit to $349. All-wheel drive and performance stays exactly the same. And then looking at Model Y, the rear-wheel drive is $399. It goes to $479. And the all-wheel drive also has an increase as well. So if you're looking to lock in and get yourself on a list, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle, or even $250 off of your order. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past and in the future to support the channel and everything. And so very cool to see. We can't wait to see this actually comes out. In other Tesla news, we also have like Model Y Performances in full delivery in the Europe markets. We can see plenty of truckloads, and very exciting times to see as well, because maybe we'll start to see more reviews of the Model Y Performance. Here's a quick delivery delivery POV video of the deliveries for the Model Y Performance. And so, I mean, this hopefully will come out maybe even this week or for a release or something, an announcement, because Tesla US has been very tight-lipped about this, which has been pretty unfortunate for sure at the end of the day. And quick note, a lot of you out there I know are trying to get the maximum discount for your Tesla. Well, don't forget about your current vehicle as well. And here's a quick story. You know, we've been raving about give me the VIN to get you maximum value off of your Tesla vehicle. But here is a quick story from one viewer, eTrucks OC. Hi, Dennis. I just purchased a Model Y lease. Use a referral for givemethevin.com. They're offering me $2,500 more than Tesla for a 2022 Model Y. And so certainly, I mean, if you're trading in, selling a vehicle, whichever, you might as well give me a VIN down below a shot at it so that they can try and buy your vehicle from the comfort of your home. And of course, all of our different links down below in the description do support the channel. So thank you to everybody that supported and everything. But still, very interesting to see. I mean, if you haven't placed your order yet for a Model 3, is this something that is kind of holding you back from placing your order and getting into a Tesla vehicle? You know, I don't think it actually is that big, and there probably will be retrofits or maybe even like third-party retrofits, like just like how the Model S is. There's already people that have already put a front bumper camera on theirs as well. So let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments.
If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up, my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.
Thanks to everyone. And on top of that, I totally forgot about this. We launched a insurance tracker, a crowdsourced insurance tracker sheet to try and help you all to show other people how much people are paying for Tesla insurance or insurance for their Tesla. And also, if you're currently paying for insurance, it's a good viewpoint to see like, hey, are you overpaying? So definitely check it out. I think we have almost 15 submissions so far. I think it's just a good resource. And of course, I put the data sheet right there so you can take a look at it, see it by state, how much deductible, what type of vehicle, and most importantly, how much of a monthly payment you are paying for your Tesla vehicle. So definitely check out. It's linked right there. I posted in the live stream chat and also down below in the description as well. Art, thanks for coming in. Timoteo, great to see you. JL, Different Moves, great to see you as well. Thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Timoteo, I just got my Model 3 and I'm already used to changing the signal without the stock. Yeah, 100%. Like, I get why people don't like not having a stock, or I get why people like having a stock, but once you get used to it and like you realize you don't have to do like big hand motions like this anymore, you can just hit a button. It is much better. JL, give me a long range roll drive for 45K and I am in. Is it not 45K? I want to say it's pretty close to that. I mean, especially when you factor in the 7,500, unless you're talking like out the door or something like that, then I can see that. Like MSRP sales price, I want to say it's like 37 for like a long range rear wheel drive. Is it not? I mean, let's take a look at it. And of course, this is different. Yeah, 39. I mean, yeah. So like you're pretty much there, unless of course, you don't qualify for the tax credit. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $250 off of your Tesla vehicle as well. Different. They're bringing back the wrong stock. I'd prefer the shifter, including neutral. Digging through menus suck. Yeah, I see what you're saying there, because I remember when I first got into my first Tesla and I pulled up the iPad menu that is, the center screen. I'll admit it was a little overwhelming, but once you get used to it, once you realize you can use voice and all these different things, and you get used to like, getting used to the menu, just like how like a new iPhone can be very daunting with the menus and everything. Then you're kind of stuck, and then you get it for sure. And don't forget, you can always use voice to control a lot of different things with the vehicle, which is really cool. I mean, I guess you can't put it in a drive, but I mean, once you have full self driving, you just hit a button, you hit the ready to go, and then it takes you to your destination as well. And so certainly once you have full self driving, it is a different game with your vehicle and everything. And in fact, if anybody out there still hasn't picked up their Tesla yet and you're pending delivery and you want half off of full self driving, send me a DM on Instagram so that we can point you in the right direction. Or perhaps paddle shifters would be nice. Yeah, I guess for like performances that'd be cool. But I guess like what would it do? Like I guess like hit into drive, and because it's not gonna like upshift gear or anything like that. JL Cybertruck. Yeah, I mean Cybertruck for 45K. That's a big different story for sure. Any full self-driving V14 updates at the moment? None, but supposedly employees have gotten access to it, and so it's just a matter of time. And I bet we'll start to see some sort of release. Maybe that's gonna be our Christmas type of release, because that's usually about the time that we usually see a big we see like a spring or summer, and then maybe like always a Christmas release for Tesla updates and everything. In this next topic, a lot of you liked the video or the topic where I talked about iOS 26 updates. Well, here's how I actually use iOS 26 with the Tesla update and some of the cool shortcuts that you can run with it once you've got the new update. In fact, actually, this isn't actually a new update that allows you to do this, but a lot of you out there might have like an iPhone or something like that. You might not realize all these cool different shortcuts. So we'll start from the top. From the home page, it's actually kind of blocked off here, but from the home page, you can actually run shortcuts for your Tesla vehicle. So you can kind of see like, or maybe you can see essentially what the battery status of your vehicles are. You can see at the bottom, I've got two little circle bubbles, which show the Cybertruck and the Model Y, because those are the two Teslas I've been driving mostly. And of course, once you open that, it pulls you directly to the Tesla app, so you can do much more than that. It actually used to be up here near the time, but now that the new iOS update, I can move it down to the bottom. So really cool home screen shortcut that you can actually do. The next one is Control Center. You can see on my Control Center, I've got a ton of different things, which I probably need to clean this up, but my two top shortcuts are going to be AC, which is the preconditioning of the Cybertruck, and of course opening the frunk, because that's where we keep some of our gear and everything in there. So this is a quick swipe down so that you can turn on those different features with whatever daily driver that you're driving on. And the next one is from the home screen. If you swipe left, it brings up the today view, and you can see we've got 3 different Tesla things here, and you can add more. You can actually even add a lot of these widgets to your main screen as well if you wanted to. But we've got the Model Y with the battery stage or status, plus like all the different quick shortcuts, plus the Cybertruck. Same thing. You can also add a 5th one here. I just haven't done that, or I haven't like tried to in a while. And then we've got a home with solar and our power wall and everything. In fact, if you're looking to get solar done, you're running out of time for sure. And so if you want a Dennis Deal company in the Southern California area, send me a DM on Instagram. I shop like 10 different solar companies before I finally chose one. And the one I went with is a great company. So definitely check it out and DM me on Instagram so I can point you in the right direction. But still, very cool to see all these different iOS updates, and let us know what your layout looks like, and if you've made any sort of different enhancements with your Tesla vehicle and iOS as well.
Now that you've bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.
Thanks with everyone. Let's see who's dropped by. 824. I need a new car after 6 months. Hi, definitely in Tesla. What you recommend for me? Yeah, Model 3 or Model Y. You really can't go wrong with any of those two vehicles as long as you have a level 2 charger at your home or at your work. If you don't, then you should probably just get like a hybrid vehicle. It's just going to be a lot more easier and everything for you. In this next topic, Elon has teased the Roadster and has said a quick statement about it. And of course, this comes off of yesterday after we saw that crazy video, the fan fade video, AI video of the new Roadster. Well, Elon responded to it and said, quote, "The new Roadster is something special beyond a car." And so, I mean, this is like, I think the second time he's mentioned this in the past like 6 months. And so I bet we're going to see some sort of release as well. Tesla Newswire posted this. Maybe it could be the SpaceX rocket thruster package that has been teased as well. Advanced aerodynamic system with fans, deployable skirts for vacuum downforce, or even a mind-blowing 0 to 60 in 1 second or under a second. I mean, all of those different things sound absolutely nuts or even crazy. But of course, leave it to Tesla to actually bring out a Halo car, which could definitely be a cool one at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for hitting the like button, comments, and everything. I did reach out to the 3 giveaway winners that we were running for the past couple weeks. So if 2 of you responded, so thank you for that. Yeah, the 3rd person has not responded, and so I guess we'll try and see what actually happens. And if they don't respond, then maybe we'll have to just roll with something else. And maybe, I mean, did you guys like the giveaway for the Tesla robots? We do have a lot more, so we could essentially just run it back if that's what everybody likes, and we can just keep going on and on and on. But let's see here. What else we got here? JD, can Tesla upgrade the 2022 Model S to hardware 4? Ooh, I don't know, actually. I haven't seen anything about that in a while. So in terms of like retrofits, I don't think so at the moment. Saint, yo, I ordered a Model 3 Performance on August 15th. Said 3 to 5 weeks. 5 weeks will be this Friday. However, no updates. Still says 3 to 5 weeks from orders. Do you think it'll get here before the tax credit ends? Ooh, Saint, what state are you actually in? Because that might be a little alarming for sure. 0 to 60 in 1 second. Well, Mark, yeah, it does sound a little bit crazy for sure. And we'll see if it, at this point, I'm like, with all the different EVs, with all the different announcements of electric vehicles over the past 3, 5, 6 years or whatever it's been, it's always like, hey, check out this cool thing that we're rolling. I'm not just Tesla. I'm talking about like the whole electric vehicle market and everything. It's like, check out this cool thing we're about to roll out. And, I'm more after kind of going through that a lot and like all these different hype cycles. It's I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, I forgot to talked about this too. And so remember that not bring a trailer, the van. Okay, so it has gone up. This earlier I checked the status of this bid and it was still at $33,000, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so now it's a little bit more respectable, but not that much better. $49,000 is what I think it ended at for the bid. And I mean, in reserve not met, I mean, it better not be met because they posted the window sticker and it was like a $88,000 vehicle. And so, I mean, that's, talk about depreciation. This is bad. 2025 Rivian commercial van went from $89,000 or $88,000 to $49,000 in, I mean, essentially not that long. And so, don't feel bad about depreciation when you've got things like this. Here it is. Yep. So $83,000 depreciation down to 49. I guess that's still bad because that's supposed to be, I mean, how many miles was on this again? Like 300? 400. It was very, very, very little. It wasn't a lot at all. 261 miles. Can you imagine that if you bought that 2025? I mean, it's a cool van. You could do a lot of interesting things with it, but I mean, at $49,000, it's essentially almost the price of some Model Ys at this point. different classic roadster engine. Yeah, 100%. Like all these different, like, yo, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Okay, when is it actually coming? Waiting on my foundation all-wheel drive. That thing was in Mexico. I think it was in Mexico City. Foundation all-wheel drive. Yeah, they pretty much, I think, are sold out now. Southern California Saint. Oh, that's very interesting because you would imagine they would be able to get you a Model 3 Performance quickly. I would message Tesla to see if there's maybe any other incoming inventory, demo vehicle inventory that they could try and get you locked into one instead, because that is kind of alarming that you're still waiting at that point. In this next topic, if you want to go to Tesla's annual shareholder meeting, now there is a sign up form that you can try and enter in to go to the event. Now, this event will be on November 6th in 2025 this year in Giga, Texas. So there's a web page and everything with it. And of course, it's going to be probably a drawing of, you have to probably match up to see whether you have stocks first. And then, of course, it'll be a very limited affair and the deadline is actually Friday, October 10th. So you've got like essentially a month at this point. I probably won't be entering at all because I'll probably be at SEMA this year. And so if you're going to be going to SEMA, let me know as well. Because we'll be there I hope we're gonna be showing at least one of our Teslas, so that'd be a cool experience. We did that last year with the Cybertruck, and maybe this year not the Cybertruck again, but still will be a fun experience and everything. But yeah, if you're interested in going to Tesla's 2025 annual shareholder meeting, the link is on Tesla's website, so you can take a look at it and see for yourself all the different crazy things that they're gonna be rolling out and everything. For sure. But if you're about to buy a Tesla, don't forget about all-weather floor mats, because your Tesla is not going to be coming with them. And so we recommend 3W all-weather floor mats, because if you're looking for the best value, the best lifetime warranty, fitment, and everything, and if you use promo code Dennis35, you get 35% off, which is the highest offer yet. I was taking a look at like the Tesla OEM ones. Those are like retail $240. So if you can save hundreds off it, or even like maybe not even think of it this way, like you can get the full set, like trunk, front, backseat protector, front insert, trunk area, plus like first and second row, because if you take 35% off of that, you can see it's actually cheaper than the OEM one, so well worth it. And yes, the promo code does work with this price as well, so definitely check it out. Link down below in the description if you want to save some money and support the channel as well. Let's see. Has lemon law disclosure showing in the app, but they said they put a new battery and only 24 miles. I don't know if I would mess with a unless it's from Tesla. No, I wouldn't mess with the lemon Cybertruck. That's been through some stuff for sure. Mark, I'm happy if I get a Model Y Performance, still waiting like you. I'm sure I paid $2,000 extra for the boost on it to get 2.5. Looking forward for the 21st to see what's coming. Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed to see if something happens in this next few days, because yes, incentives are changing, or I mean, are by the end of the month, but they are, because the payments change on the Sunday, and so we'll see if anything happens. Hannah, how can I maximize my chances of getting a Tesla Model 3 on at least before the tax credit ends? Hannah, great question. Here is how you actually do it. The first thing is you have to click open a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. The second is you're going to have to go to Tesla inventory. This is where you can see real vehicles that you can take delivery ASAP. Then of course switch it to Model 3, and then you'll see all the different ones that are available for lease. Of course, you can switch to lease and then try and just place one as a deposit on hold so that you can try and lock one down before the end of the month. That's your best bet, really, to try and get into one. Ordered from Tesla. You're buying or you saw a lemon truck ordered from Tesla? That's kind of interesting. I wonder what kind of price that's going for, because I know Tesla bought back a lot of Cybertrucks. We sold our Cybertruck back to Tesla. I didn't know they were selling them. I thought a lot of them were going to like service and everything. Drew, how long after delivery of Model Y taking from order date? Received one for early August order, but late August and early September orders, still no VIN. I would imagine you're probably on like the West Coast, because a lot of West Coast people still have that like September 2025 timeframe. I think in the next 2 weeks that they're going to fulfill a lot of those. And so I would just sit tight, and you can try and message Tesla to see is like, hey, if there is there any demo vehicles in stock that were about to come out that I can try and switch to, because I mean, if you're facing getting a 7,500 or not getting a 7,500, then you'll probably want to try and get into one ASAP. In this next topic, quick FSD topic with Tesla. Tesla is reducing forgiveness strikes, or the strike forgiveness down to 3.5 days. If you're brand new to this and you have no idea what's going on here, basically when you're on full self-driving, you still have to like look forward and nudge the steering wheel or move the scroll wheel every once in a while. If you don't, basically the car starts to alarm at you and it will start to give you a strike. It used to be like 5 strikes in 7 days and basically would disable full self-driving completely. I've never gone through that, but I've had friends go through that because maybe they take it a little bit too far. But now instead of waiting the full 7 days, they've reduced it down to 3.5 days. And maybe at some point they'll just reduce this completely. That would be a very cool feature to have. Full self-driving is now in 7 different countries: United States, Canada, China, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Australia, and New Zealand. And so this is starting to go worldwide, which is a really cool thing, because once you actually use it and understand it, it is a cool feature for sure. And that's why, I've definitely been hyping the full self-driving. I used to not really be on the full self-driving train. I used to thought it was, because I paid for it. I paid like $7,000 or $8,000 for my first Tesla, and it really wasn't full self-driving at that time. And so I invested into it. But now that we have it on our new Model Y, it is fantastic. We use it a ton. And I don't know if I could ever own a vehicle that does not have full self-driving because of how useful it actually is. And so really cool to see for sure. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Any rumors for Model Y performance? Not yet. I maybe this week, maybe next month. I mean, who knows at this point? We know it's coming. We just don't know when. And it makes sense for them not to release it anytime soon, because they don't want to mess with the 7,500 end of quarter sales and everything. Mr. Zully, my Cybertruck has 9,000 miles on it, and I had to replace both rear tires. The passenger side tire was even showing cords. Any issues with the Pirelli tires? Ooh, that's interesting. That could be as simple as maybe it needed an alignment from the get-go. That is one recommendation that I have. Like if you're about to buy a Tesla or you just bought a Tesla, you could get the alignment checked. And also there's plenty of stories in which people, like I personally have gone Tesla service to comp the alignment with the warranty, because if you say like, oh, something was wrong with it, or it's like uneven wear like that. And so I would get a check for sure. In this next topic, Lucid Air, you can actually get for $509 a month. Here's another deal example of manufacturer trying to push before the 7,500 federal tax credit ends. And so this has actually been here for a while, but the payment, $509 a month for a Lucid Air Pure, very cool. It actually was $529 a month in August. Now it's down to $509. I mean, at this point, they might as well just rip off the Band-Aid and go $499 for the rest of the month as they push. And maybe that's something that they'll start to do as we get to the end in these last 2 weeks. But on top of that, Lucid is also launching the more affordable Gravity Touring. This vehicle is supposed to launch later this year, with orders launching, but probably deliveries won't be for a while. But still, very cool and very interesting to see some of these payments down for these other electric vehicles as well. And that's kind of the vibe I get. I feel like in the next 2 weeks, as things get more aggressive, and maybe Tesla does too, we'll start to see more deals and everything as we get to the end of the quarter. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Saint, I toured a Cybertruck Foundation series when they initially released it, and it creaked and rattled. Whoa, whoops. And it creaked and rattled on the interior, front dash, and everything. Yeah, the Foundation, the early ones, I mean, mine was very creaky. What kind of discounts can we expect in quarter 4? AN? No idea at this point. It is very, very, we don't know what anything is going to happen in a quarter 4. It's going to be not the wild, wild west, but, whoops. Keep doing this. When the 7,500 ends with all these different things, what we do know is the current incentives, we could see them, and a lot of these will change. I mean, this page is going to completely change as we get into quarter 4. But the one thing is for sure, if you haven't ordered a Tesla yet, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $250 off of your Tesla vehicle. And if you haven't taken delivery yet, and if you want full self-driving for half off, send me a DM on Instagram so I can point you in the right direction. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button and the comments and everything. See you guys in the next one. See ya.